You're like a part of me that only I can see. You're even with me when I'm all alone.
Hi, everybody. My name is Maddie Feeney, and I am the incoming president of Alpha Phi.
Hey guys, I'm Maggie and I'm a member of Kappa Delta Sorority. I joined when I went through formal recruitment last spring and I'm currently Vice President of Membership.
Hi everyone, my name is Ayla. I am the Membership Vice President for Alpha Psi Delta here at Franklin and Marshall. I am currently a senior and I went through primary recruitment when I was a freshman, so I would really love to share with you my experience and what I've learned over the past few years. And I personally never pictured myself joining a sorority when I was in high school, so I would just love to share that with you guys.
Hello, my name is Tracy Ogans, and I am a senior with a major in public health and a minor in philosophy. I am the current president of Chi Omega's women's fraternity, and we are deemed as being the largest sorority in the country based on membership.
Hi, I'm Sarah Marsan. I'm a junior and a current member of 80 Pi. I went through formal recruitment last year as a sophomore after seeing a lot of my teammates have an amazing experience with Greek life.
So I think one of the most surprising things for me when I went through recruitment and when I joined the Panhellenic community here was just the amount of friendships that I've made, the connections that I've made. I've just met the most incredible women, both in my chapter and in the other chapters here on campus. And these women just truly inspire me every single day, and they push me to be my best self. And I had so many misconceptions about what sororities were before going through recruitment, just due to movies, and I never had anyone in my life who had been in a sorority, so I really had no idea what to expect. But now as a senior, looking back to my first semester in college, I really can see how much I've grown and how much I've learned from these women, and it's really amazing for me to look back at that. So it's been really great.
Coming into joining sorority life at F&M, I thought I would get so many new friends, and I was really excited to explore all these new relationships. But one thing that sorority life has truly given me is not just friendships, but truly deep relationships with women both in my organization and in the greater Panhellenic community. I mean, I know it sounds cliche to say that when you join a sorority or join sorority life that you're going to find your bridesmaids, but I truly think that these women, or I know that these women, are going to be standing by me not only on my wedding day, but in every single major and minor event in my life to come. And for that, I feel forever grateful. I feel constantly inspired, pushed, uplifted by the women in this Panhellenic community. And it's a place where I feel secure, yet a place where I feel pushed to be the best version of myself. And I think that's one of the greatest things sorority life has given me, is this support system of women who uplift me, but who also push me to be the best version of myself. And I can say that I've grown in so many ways because of these true, deep relationships. And I think that's one part of sorority life I didn't realize I was going to get. And I'm definitely grateful that I have gotten that.
One thing sorority life has given me that I didn't expect as a new member was that it really inspired me to get involved with leadership within my chapter. In high school, leadership positions were never something that I naturally gravitated towards, and Katie really helped me feel more comfortable in being in these types of positions. My sisters encouraged me to get involved with the chapter from the start, and I realized I wanted to help add to a place where I immediately felt so welcome, valued, and comfortable, and I hope that I can help other people feel this way too. The support system of Kappa Delta really helped make a position I previously would have been hesitant to take on feel just so much more natural.
One thing that sorority life has given me that I didn't expect or didn't think that I needed was a more holistic college experience. So as a member of a sports team, it's really easy to just be an athlete, but for me, there are so many other things that I want to explore. For example, this year a sister inspired me to join mock trial, and I am so grateful for that.
Rushing has opened so many opportunities for me that I cannot even begin to articulate. Tangibly, has given me some of my closest friends and a sisterhood that I know I will have for life. Furthermore, it has made our small campus feel like a home away from home. I am fortunate to be surrounded by inspirational and driven women that push me to become my best self, and also to just be amongst a network of compelling predecessors. I cannot imagine my college career without Kyle, and I cherish the woman that I've become through my time in the organization.
I think rushing opened up a lot of opportunities that I didn't realize it would open up for me. I think in two different areas or two different respects. I would say the first being in leadership. So I know everyone says, like, oh, yeah, you can get leadership opportunities in your sorority, but as a potential new member, I always thought that those leadership opportunities would come a lot later in your experience. And I don't think I realized that literally right off the bat, from your first day of joining, whenever you're initiated or inducted into your sorority, you are able to take on these opportunities and take on these roles. And that's something that's really special. And I don't think that I would be serving as president this year if I were not given those opportunities so early on. And it really helps to foster really amazing qualities that you're going to need both inside and outside of your sorority. And so I think that's something that's so amazing about all the organizations on campus, and something that I'm really grateful for that sorority life has given me. And the second thing, which was definitely really unexpected, is career opportunities. I think the alumni network of sorority women from F&M is so strong. And I've sat on the phone for hours with so many different women in so many different organizations. And they just sit there and they help me navigate what I want to do after college, or navigate how to leverage my F&M degree, because all of our degrees are a little bit unconventional compared to some other schools where they have very specific majors, and also just with career advice and internship advice as well. So how to interview for a certain position, what kinds of questions to ask. These women give you the gateway to all of this information, and that's something that I'm eternally grateful for. And I think I'll be even more grateful for that once I enter into the postgraduate world, and I already have all of these amazing, strong women on my team. So that's something that I'm forever indebted to F&M Sorority Life for, and I think that's something that all of you will really get to realize and explore throughout your time in sorority life as well.
An opportunity rushing opened up for me was that it gave me a much bigger community on campus. Before rushing, I mostly just knew people from my college house, and I'm sure with COVID, a lot of you may be feeling similar ways. And I think rushing is just an amazing way to make so many meaningful connections with people you might not have crossed paths with, had it not been for going through recruitment. Not only do you get to know people in your own sorority, but also just the entire Panhellenic community as a whole. Joining Kappa Delta helped me get to know so many amazing upperclassmen that I look up to so much. It's hard to verbalize how important some of these women have been in shaping my college experience, but just knowing I have this amazing and genuine group of girls behind me is something I'm so grateful for. Overall, it really just opened up campus and so much more, and made me feel like I was more involved and just a part of something bigger than myself.
And I think probably the biggest opportunity for me that going through recruitment opened up for me is that joining Alpha Delta, one of our core values is leadership. So we actually have over 30 leadership positions in our chapter, which means that most of our sisters have a leadership position with varying levels of responsibility. So that ranges from just a very low involvement position to an executive position. And so I have had a leadership position every single semester since I joined Alpha Delta as a freshman. So I, in high school, was very shy, very quiet, never would have pictured myself holding an executive position in a sorority. So definitely have grown so much just in my confidence and my leadership abilities. And it's just very telling for me that I felt supported enough to be able to take on this position and feel like I could do it well. And it's been really great just this past year holding an executive position. My term has just been with the most amazing executive board in Alpha Delta, and I've just gotten so close with all of them. So I'm really, really thankful to have that experience. And yeah, so I definitely never would have pictured myself having that opportunity when I was in high school. So it's been really great for me.
Rushing has allowed me to meet a lot of amazing people across major sport teams, activities, and I truly think this is one of the most amazing aspects of sorority life. Going to see and support your sisters doing a wide variety of things on campus, because a lot of sisters are truly very active members of the F&M community.
Alpha Phi's philanthropy is the Alpha Phi Foundation. So we're really lucky in the sense that we're able to have our own foundation that we help raise money for through all of our philanthropic events. So the Alpha Phi Foundation kind of has two purposes to which they give the money towards. So the first purpose is serving current members and alumni. So we have scholarship funds for current members, and we also have the Forget Me Not Fund for our alumni. And so this is just helping to relieve any type of financial burden on a current member, whether that's with dues or a previous member in any tough economic time that they're going through. We really help raise money for that. Then the latter part of the Alpha Phi Foundation is focusing on women's heart health. So women's heart disease is the number one killer of women in America, and I think that's something that a lot of people don't know. I definitely didn't know that coming in. So we help raise money for research, and we also help raise awareness for that through many different events that we host on campus. We have Mac and Fees, which is where all the sisters of Alpha Phi help bake mac and cheese, and we sell it normally on Hartman Green. It's always a big hit. This year, unfortunately, we couldn't have it, but hopefully next year. And then we also have Alpha FIFA, which happens in the fall typically, and that is like an outside soccer tournament. Basically, you get a team together. We invite all different clubs and organizations to come to Alpha FIFA. It's really cool to see everyone join together and help us raise money and awareness. We also have Women's Heart Health Week in February, typically, where we give out heart healthy treats and help raise awareness and spread facts about women's heart health and heart disease. And then our biggest event is the Red Dress Gala. And this is definitely my favorite event. I was a chair of the Red Dress Gala last year, so I helped to put on the event. And this is just a night, it's typically off campus at an off campus venue of dinner, dancing, a silent auction, a raffle. And we have all of our sisters invite friends, family, like classmates, anyone who they want to invite to the event comes. And it's just a night of raising awareness and money, but also a night of inviting in family and friends to see what we do as sisters and why we work so hard to raise money for this foundation. And it's a really great, impactful night because it gives everyone a chance to kind of rally together under a cause that's so important to us. So I'm definitely really grateful that we have the Red Dress Gala. I don't think it's going to happen this year, maybe virtually or something special like that, but hopefully next year we can get back to having all these events. But we're still helping to support the Alpha Phi Foundation through smaller events that are virtual, or going to Chipotle, having like a Chipotle or a Mod Pizza night to help support the AFI Foundation. So definitely a great cause, and it's so awesome that we can have something so near and dear to our hearts to support all year long.
And our philanthropy, Alpha Psi Delta's philanthropy is Autism Speaks. Our goal is to promote understanding and acceptance of autism spectrum disorder, and we also work to raise funds for family services and support through our events. And typically in a normal year, we would be having lots of in-person events that people can attend, but obviously these are not normal circumstances, so I'll just explain what some of our events are. So one of our bigger events is called Zingo. It is just a punny way of saying bingo. It's really fun. It's basically just a bingo tournament that is held during True Blue weekend. So all of our family and alum get to attend, and it's a really, really fun time. And another one of our events that I really love is called ZD with the Z's. And all of our family lines, our bigs and littles, get to get together, bake ziti, and we go out in Hartman Green and sell it. And it's a really, really fun time. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to being able to do that once we're able to. And we're also really lucky as a chapter to be able to attend the Autism Speaks Walk in Philadelphia. We get to see other Alpha Psi Delta chapters there, and that's always a really great experience to be able to talk with them and have that instant connection. And we also get to meet the families that we're raising money for at the Autism Speaks Walk. So that's always been my favorite part. We get to talk with them and hear how our efforts have really helped them and their family. So that has always been my favorite event that we go to. And we also collaborate with the Lancaster Special Olympics to host an event here on campus that everyone can attend. And that's also really incredible, really fun. And I'm really sad we weren't able to do that this year. But looking forward to when we can do it safely.
Our national philanthropy is the Make-A-Wish Foundation. On campus, we organize events such as Dip Sync, Kaya Megathon, Bake-A-Wish, and other smaller events in an effort to fundraise money for the charity. Under my administration and moving forward, we've also dedicated our time to fundraising money for locally owned Black businesses, just as a way to give back to the community that we're fortunate to live amongst.
Kappa Delta's philanthropy supports two different organizations, and those are Girl Scouts of America and Prevent Child Abuse America. We are a member of the Confidence Coalition, which provides programming that works to promote confidence and leadership in girls. On campus, we hold events such as Pinwheels and Pancakes, and that happens during True Blue Weekend, and the White Rose Bowl football tournament, which happens in the spring. And both events raise money for Prevent Child Abuse America and the Lehman Center, which is a local family shelter nearby. We also hold outreach events with local Girl Scout troops, such as STEAM Day, which is where we educate and inspire the ideas and the importance of women in science, technology, engineering, art, and math. We also give campus tours, help with cookie sales, and have hosted events like karaoke with the troop in the past. During COVID, we've obviously had to modify this a bit, and instead we've been in touch with the troop through pen pals between the girls and our members, and it's been a really unique and fun experience for everyone. Kappa Delta's center on confidence regarding its philanthropies is something super important to me, and this value is really reflected in the way that everyone just builds each other up in Katy.
On a more general scheme, Greek life expands beyond just like my personal organization. I am specifically grateful for Christina Marino's and Alpha Phi. She was my freshman year roommate and first college friend, and she's truly made my F&M experience so much better. Both her and her family gave me a family away from my New York family, which I am so grateful for, and I couldn't be more appreciative of our friendship. Although we're not in the same organization, I still consider her a sister and one of my closest friends.
So I would say someone who has made my F&M experience better is my friend Kara. She is actually a sister of Kappa Delta here, and she was one of my roommates last year when I returned from studying abroad in Sweden last fall. And when we started living together, we really didn't know each other that well, and so I was a little nervous, but we really connected, we got really close, and we have just some of the most amazing memories now. And Kara's honestly one of the smartest and funniest people that I know, so I am just really thankful that I got the chance to know her better.
I would have to say, and this is incredibly cringy, that my famline has made my college experience so much better. My grandbabe, Elena, has inspired me through her leadership and her compassion. My big Alice is a queen, and that's all I have to say. And then my little Kate is truly the sweetest person on this planet.
It's hard to name just one person in Katy that has made my F&M experience better, because part of what I love so much about our chapter is how open and willing everyone is to get to know each other. I genuinely have gotten so close with so many different girls in such a short time in this organization. I think I've been a part of it for less than a year, and I honestly already feel like I've just gained a whole new family. But if I had to pick one person who stood out, it would probably be my big Sarah Silver. Sarah is one of the most warm-hearted, thoughtful, and caring people I know, and has been there for me since my first day of joining Katy. She literally drove me to the train station on bid day after having known me for like 3 days, when I had to get home for a family emergency. And she's just such a great embodiment of how supportive and amazing all the girls in this chapter are. She was actually also the first person I ever talked to in Katy. During recruitment. It was the first night, first room, like first conversation I'd ever had, and I was just so nervous. And I remember just as soon as we started talking, the conversation just flowed so naturally, and I immediately just felt so much more relaxed. And I realized then that the girls in Katy were the people I could come to if I was ever just feeling stressed or overwhelmed and needed someone to talk to. And during the uncertainty of this past year, that has been so comforting.
Someone who has completely transformed my experience in Alpha Phi has been Rachel Sutton. So Rachel was a junior when I was a freshman, and she was the vice president of marketing at the time. And there was an open position in her department to be the director of social media. And I was really interested in this. I thought maybe one day I would want to become the next vice president of marketing, but I wasn't sure how to get involved. And I went to Rachel, and she really took a chance on me and gave me the position. And she really encouraged me to take it on my own, to do my own thing with it. She trusted me completely. And I think that speaks volumes to the values that Alpha Phi and other organizations on campus hold. Just the trust and the loyalty in all of the organizations. And Rachel allowed me to do so much. And from there, she really became my mentor for the next year. She still is my mentor, but especially for that first year when I was in Alpha Phi, really helped guide me. And I ended up becoming the next vice president of marketing the following year. And I would not have been able to do that had Rachel not taken a chance on me and given me that opportunity. And outside of that, outside of working together on a million different things and laughing over a million different projects, Rachel was, or still is, truly one of the most genuine people I've ever met and one of the best friends I've ever had. And gosh, Rachel really is an outstanding woman. And I think you will find that in any organization, anywhere in F&M Sorority Life. These women are incredible. Rachel is such a stand-up human being. She is so genuine. She is so graceful. She is so driven and determined. She leads by example. She means what she says. And she has impacted me more than she has ever known. And I think that the relationship I've had with Rachel has been one of the biggest factors in why I love Alpha Phi so much and why I continue to be so passionate about sorority life. And I hope and I know that so many other women have found these relationships and have found these people for them. And Rachel, you are, if you're seeing this, you're one of the best friends I've ever had. And I'm still so grateful to this day for our friendship that continues. Rachel has been there for me through my best moments, and she's been there with me through my worst moments. And I think that's something that also speaks volumes about sorority women. It's not all about the good times. And Rachel was one of those people who was there for me through both. And I am her biggest fan and her biggest cheerleader, and she was mine as well. And so that is just one really incredibly special relationship that I'm forever, forever, forever grateful for.
If I was to give myself a little advice during the whole recruitment process, I would say to just relax and enjoy it. This is not an exam. There is no correct answer. It's just for fun.
The biggest piece of advice that I would give myself about going through sorority recruitment, I think the first would be to breathe and to take a step back and relax. And I think the second part of it would be to really focus on the fact that F&M has a values-based recruitment. And what matters most isn't about like what your hair looks like that day or, you know, whatever, like what your Zoom background is, I guess, today in these COVID times, but would just be to focus on the conversations that you have and try and just feel out where you have the most genuine connections, because those connections are gonna carry you through your 4 years here. I mean, once you pick an organization, you know, you're in that organization for life, and it's something that's really incredibly special. And if you just focus on having real, genuine conversations with people and focusing on the value side of things, you're going to end up so happy. And there's so many amazing women out there who want to have such genuine, real conversations with you guys. And I think it comes so naturally, and you'll definitely be surprised by that. And that's something that I didn't know going in, was how natural and laid back things were. So that's something that I would really advise all potential new members to focus on, is just focus on having those natural conversations. And we're all friends here, so just having conversations like we're old friends. And I think that's where the best connections will be made. And it'll be awesome. And everyone's so excited to meet you. And we're all really excited, and we hope that you are too.
Some advice I have about going through recruitment is just to trust your gut. You'll probably hear this a lot, but pick whatever place you feel like you have the most natural and comfortable interactions. And as someone who's extremely indecisive, I know that that's easier said than done, but honestly, it's just super important to not discount your own judgment. Try and be as genuine as possible in your conversations, and honestly, get excited. I know it's super nerve-wracking going through recruitment, but it's also such an incredible opportunity to talk to so many great women in every organization and meet so many new people in such a short span of time. It's a really cool and unique experience in that sense. The Panhellenic community at F&M is such an amazing group, so try your best to get to know each and every organization as much as you can. Best of luck going through recruitment, and I cannot wait to talk to so many of you guys so soon. Bye!
My one advice for recruitment is to keep an open mind and trust the process. Don't allow yourself to feed into stereotypes and hoping your art to finding your home. Good luck.
And I would say one piece of advice that I would give myself about going through recruitment would be to honestly just take a deep breath and be yourself. I was so nervous going through recruitment, but now looking back and now being the membership vice president of Alpha Psi Delta, I can honestly tell my former self that every other P&M that is going through recruitment with you is just as nervous, and all of the sisters that you're going to meet during recruitment are just as nervous as well. And it's a really fun experience, and all of the women in every single chapter are so incredible, and it's all just gonna work out. So yeah. And I personally, recruitment is one of my favorite times of the year, getting to meet all these new people and bond as a chapter. So I am so excited that we're still able to do this, even though it looks a little different this year. And I cannot wait to meet all of you soon. So thank you so much for watching.